Yo! Hey guys! What's up? We're back to watch Vikings Season 3, Episode 7, Paris. Paris, dude!
I'm down. I'm so down.
Quick note, this will probably be the last Vikings episode in this apartment. Anyways, guys, straightforward title, Paris.
Is this 3x7?
This is 3x7. Ragnar is really itching to raid Paris. Athelstan has said...
I thought you said... Never mind.
What?
So is this what you think is going to happen this episode?
It's Vikings. They don't fuck around with their pacing.
Like they're just going to be like...
They have like 100 years of stuff they can go off of.
Yeah, Athelstan just died.
I know, and that's... Oh, and he...
got murdered.
And he shaved his head. Like, Ragnar just went like Britney Spears on us.
Britney Spears 2008.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he was like, I'm sorry, or forgive me for what I'm about to do. So who knows where his like mentality is right now. But like Athelstan, right before he died, he carved out Paris like in the sand. So we kind of know their defensive structure and what to expect. And it's a fucking fortress, man. Like it doesn't seem like this is going to be...
Did he map it out? I don't think he ever mapped it. I think he just
said he told him how to get through.
The Wanderer, he introduced... Oh.
No, he did. He was like making like a little rudimentary sandcastle thing while he was like explaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, here's one bridge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, he drew only out the city defense. He introduced him to the Wanderer that had originally gotten... Ragnar
started this whole thing, really.
The moon glass.
Okay, when you said Wanderer, I was thinking...
The cowboy with...
Kevin You're talking about... Hold on, I got his name somewhere here. Sinric.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can tell by looking at him. His name says it all.
The strange fella.
I'm Sinric, y'all.
Yeah, fucking Sinric. What the hell? Whatever. I'll buy it.
Let's just hit play.
Paris. Travis Fimmel. I really want to see how he deals with his death, man, because that was his bro.
That was hard to watch.
Oh yeah.
And
and what's her face got her ear cut off.
Oh yeah.
Judith, yeah.
Oh.
After giving birth to...
I thought they were
after.
And there was a Siggy baby.
Yeah, she gave Athelstan
Siggy.
Oh, Siggy baby.
Baby Siggy baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this intro is so bad at Fever Ray, dude. I'm listening to this all week.
Oh, really?
It's a great
So
song.
bad. I was like, that song is actually pretty badass.
It is super dope.
See? I knew it. We're getting right the fuck. Oh,
God damn, son.
Oh.
Really?
Woo!
But
And
Helga
and what was his name?
Cedric.
He's gotta be there. He's getting through France.
He's wearing the cross too. He looks a little bit more menacing with the complete baldness.
Yeah, no, he looks way more like...
Wait, and there's more tattoos, so like some time has elapsed, because he didn't have tattoos there, I don't think.
Oh, this dude's fighting.
He doesn't even have
that's his strong. He's a fucking Lannister.
While others have neglected their responsibilities, I have not been idle. Paris has been prepared for this attack.
This is crazy. It's like a totally different feel, because it's like totally different city, culture.
Yeah.
I thought it was super cool how they introduced the language.
You must tell Count Odo that you have no intention of abandoning your people. You will stay with them, protect them. I'm sure, Father, that was always your intention.
Yeah, they did a good job of making it look different with the color and the, the set design and all. It is kind of strange how we're just being inserted right into it. I like it. We haven't seen any of Paris at all.
Yeah. It's kind of disorienting. It's totally different.
I am determined not to quit the city.
But I must ask your highness if you have appealed to your brother, the Eastern Emperor, for help.
I will not ask either of my brothers for help.
Fucking up.
I must prove myself better than my brothers, Count Odo. And these Northmen have provided the opportunity. Defeat them, and I will be seen as a worthy successor to my grandfather,
I'm kind of thinking they're gonna win.
the great Charlemagne.
There's bad juju around this raid.
Yeah.
Digging in, like, right away. Like,
Oh, hell yeah, dude. They know what they're doing.
Did they bring, like, the little lamb?
Yeah, dude.
Send more people.
It almost looked like a festival for a second.
dude, they're just setting up.
It's like a video game. It's like Age of Empires, man. It's like right-click, build.
It's cool. Oh, damn. What are they, scouting, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, son!
Really, just out front.
She's hurt now.
Those are hella bolts.
They're just testing them out.
Forgive me for asking, my son, but how is your marriage?
Well, you cut off my wife's ear, so.
My wife gave me an earful last night.
I try hard to forgive, as our Lord requires us to do.
Judith is King Ayla's daughter. What would she think if we decided to overthrow him?
You would really do
Of course. How else would I become Brett Walder? I just wondered how upset your wife would be.
We did cut her ear
From what
off.
Judith has told me, there was no love lost between them.
This is again. He's just perfectly worked everything in his favor.
Father, Ayla is your ally and your friend.
Oh no, not my friend. I don't have any friends.
It's easier for me to crush you from behind.
Come here, Alfred. I wonder how he is.
So things are cool now?
Athelstan.
That name again. Why must you forever bring him to mind? For when I think of that filthy apostate, it reminds me how my wife whored with him. This is between me and this Jezebel. This harlot!
Jezebel.
Hit him again.
Harlot? Oh no, he didn't.
Aethelwolf dropping J-bombs.
He hard teed her.
How is she just... I guess a lot of time on the past.
Yeah, she said nothing.
She couldn't hear him.
He was talking straight to like the not ear.
To the not ear.
Just standing there smiling and nodding like, yeah.
What if you motherfuckers
So
talk?
yeah, come on, man. Like, who does? Do you know? Do you not know? Like, what the fuck?
English, motherfucker.
Do you speak it? No,
No,
they
they
don't.
Athelstan, I wish he was here with us. He would have been useful. We will manage without him. We have no choice now.
So do you know? Do you not know?
That does suck though,
Jesus.
man. Like,
wow,
Athelstan
yeah.
dying is a big, like...
That's Odo?
No, is that
Holy
it?
Father,
Yeah.
forgive me.
Oh, come on,
For
bro.
behold,
Used to be a fool.
I am a miserable sinner.
Prince Aethelwolf?
Why are you doing this?
That's gonna stick to the
Yeah.
wounds, bro.
What happened to you?
The Queen repudiated the contract she signed with us. She wants to rule alone.
Ho ho! Got him.
Quenthriff with some tricks up her sleeve. I think y'all should have known that when she poisoned her brother right in front of you.
England.
Yeah.
All right, Quenthriff. Man.
Yeah.
They have
she's-
way bigger drama than the Vikings do. I feel.
I knew Quenthriff was gonna be a little sneaky
I don't
little.
know. I think all the drama is pretty
Oh,
intense.
so much drama.
Gotta be PC here. Cunt is what I was gonna say.
Just call him out.
I want you to know, Floki, that I need you. Now more than ever.
I'm kind of angry with
I've
Floki.
always believed in you.
He set him up or something. Like I can't read Ragnar anymore.
We have reached Paris. Now,
Loki's closer.
we all want to know the king. My oldest friend has asked me to take command.
What the
Look at the face. What is that face?
So,
What were you about to say?
how do we best attack the city?
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's giving him a taste because it's not so fucking easy.
To mount simultaneous attacks both from the water and from the land.
I will lead an assault on the tower and the gates of the city.
We will attack the gates together.
I said I would lead the assault.
We may need the tools Erlander made.
I will make that decision if and when we need to make it.
I trust old Kalf to make it.
Come on, Floki.
At the same time as the attack at the gates, there will also be a riverborne attack.
You'll be responsible for constructing whatever it is we need to scale these walls.
No, don't you worry about me, Donald. I will make something truly astonishing. All those who agree with the plan, say aye.
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 They're probably gonna lose.
I mean, it kind of sounds like they don't really know what the plan is. 'cause-
Exactly.
You're right. He's giving him some kind of test.
I don't think he cares about a win anymore. I think he wants, like, I don't know.
No, he's gonna.
No, I mean he's brought everybody here. I mean that's a very.
I don't know,
risky
but
move.
like, why would he? I mean, this is a very serious thing, and he was just like, it's almost like he's like an agent of chaos now.
Are you talking about Floki or Ragnar?
Ragnar.
Think of Björn. This is why I want you to raise his daughter. Björn loves you. Björn will be much happier and better off without me.
I'm a little disappointed with her arc. I didn't think she would let it break her down this much.
You must go to Mercia and persuade Queen Quenthriff
Quest
that her interests and ours are one and the same. Without Wessex, Mercia is now more than ever at the mercy of the Northmen. as well as other Saxon neighbors.
Like Northumbria.
Precisely like Northumbria.
Oh, now you're gonna cozy up to Ale?
Those closest
No, he's pitting her.
so terrible hard.
Oh.
He's gonna weaken Ale this way.
If not, we will show her the Iron Fist. We will invade and we will destroy her. And her limbs being fastened to 4 horses, her body will be torn apart.
Jesus.
Or something of that sort.
God. Good God,
also
man.
tell her that we have a repugnance.
Learning some things from the Vikings, I guess.
That was a moment. Nah, man, that's... I'm sure that was a...
So did drawing and
I mean, they were about
quartering
to
not
cut her
exist?
nose off for adultery. I'm sure they've done some fuck.
Why is he hanging onto that throne like he's about to fly off?
So...
He's desperately clinging to it. That's his thing, dude.
So did drawing and quartering not exist before that?
I guess not.
It doesn't matter.
I'll port you on a rock.
I am not with child, neither am I a child.
I took advantage.
So did I.
This is for you.
I do like her eyes.
She's got
Very big.
What's that one girl that has those kind of eyes?
Let me see. No.
Fucking asshole.
You're hurting me.
Bjorn, come punch him.
Her boobs controlling his wings.
It's far too good for you.
Dude, you look like your breath smells like piss.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
He's slimy
such
as fuck.
Ugh,
Yeah.
he's such a nasty motherfucker. I can smell him from the TV.
Yeah,
I can see cow flipping, but yeah.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Oh,
Ragnar's become a level 5 wizard.
looks like the Walt Disney logo is about to show up over there.
You can't speak French yet, can you?
No.
But Athelstan could.
We must expect an attack any day now.
Gisla, I regret not sending you to safety in time.
I did not want to be sent away. There is nowhere I would rather be than here, in Paris, beside you, in your hour of need. The people of Paris are frightened to death by this pagan army. Yet it is for my father to lead us to that victory. Is it not, father?
He's like, I'm not a military man.
Like, what'd you say? I wasn't paying attention.
I must to bed.
Nose goes.
We must away.
But I am
Peace. I beg you to stay a moment and listen to me. You once refused my offer of marriage. My hope is that once I have successfully managed the defense of Paris and gained a new and high reputation, you will look again at my proposal.
Oh, that's not gonna happen, buddy. I'm sorry.
If you save Paris, I will forever be in your debt.
So she's pretty much running France, it seems like.
No.
She's running her dad.
She seems to have far more influence.
Yeah, but like...
It's not positions of power, it's who you
Like,
influence.
Yeah.
Oh, like she's the one doing, like, really
Yeah, that's why she was behind the scenes on that one day.
Whatever,
That first meeting.
Fuck your title. What's your influence?
What's
Who
the
do you
king's name?
influence?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Princess Gisla, and then there's Count Odo, and I can't remember. Gisla.
Well, he's forgettable.
Everyone is depending on me. My inventions will allow us to enter Paris. Our warriors will storm the walls, and we will all win the greatest renown. It's because I gave them a great sacrifice. You know what I did? I killed Athelstan.
Oh shit.
So many mushrooms.
Yeah. He's going crazy, man. I feel bad for him, but I still kind of am upset that he killed Athelstan. That was a huge asset.
I knew he was trying to play.
Okay, he's just...
Judith.
What?
As long as there is breath in my body, I will protect you and your son, Alfred. Believe me.
Fucked up.
That's not like any pinky promise I've ever seen.
She's like, This is where Judith, you just gotta get the fuck out of there now. I think people are... You are a pawn, and you're just being played everywhere.
Well, I think he does mean that he doesn't want any harm to come from Alfred.
Queen Quentress, I bring a message from my father. He condemns the murder of our nobles who accompanied you here in good faith. He insists that you reaffirm the status of Mercia as a client state of Wessex.
So much talk of business. May I offer offer you a cup of wine?
No.
Don't do it, man.
I've seen this parlor trick before. No, thank you.
Or there could just have been drugs in there.
Just put him on straight abs.
You put her in a straight Viagra and there, give him a rock solid hard on.
I wonder what your father threatened to do to me. Did he want to tear me apart? Would you like to whip me?
Don't get me started on my whipping game.
Come to my bed. After all, why not enjoy what your father enjoyed?
Damn.
Hilarious.
Damn.
Getting all Lord of the Rings with it and shit.
Well, there you go.
They must have been here for a solid month, dog. Like
easy, yeah. That's a lot.
More than that.
At least, yeah, that takes a while. You're putting people to work.
For 2 months.
Everything ready, Floki? Yes. Everything is ready.
I feel, man, I almost feel bad for Floki with all this pressure on him.
Prince Aethelwulf, may I present to you my son, Prince Magnus. He's named after his father. I think you may know him, Ragnar Lothbrok.
No, she lying. Is she?
Our nobles never reported that you were with child, still less that the father was Ragnar Lothbrok.
Nevertheless, he is Ragnar's son.
No.
And nothing will stop him from returning to these shores, both for Magnus and for his settlement.
We have destroyed his settlement.
Then he will return with vengeance upon you.
In which case it would inconvenience us a great deal if he were to find a ready ally here in Mercia.
Gods!
Try me, I will totally kill you.
Hey, seriously, who's gonna send word right now?
It would be unwise to kill us. It would give my father the very pretext he needs. A pretext to invade Mercia and become its king.
This is why he did it. Oh!
Duh.
He may even have been prepared to sacrifice me. So if you value your life and that of your son, then I suggest you sign the documents we have brought with us, reaffirming the fact that Mercia is a vassal state of Wessex and must in future pay not only homage, but also taxes to Wessex for the privilege.
Damn.
What is happening?
Oh, man.
Pat's gotta go, guys. Why does she have to go? She got some swag to her. Shit.
Skjegel! Skalmul! Skildirklomnir! Skildirklomnir!
Kill that slimy little fuck first. Throw him in first.
He just looks like a lab rat.
Yeah.
It's gonna end.
Of course. But we did see Paris.
What the fuck?
Oh my.
Fucking Floki confessed to killing Athelstan?
To Helga.
But Helga's not gonna say anything to anybody.
I don't know, dude.
No, she won't.
I don't know, dude.
She'll say something to
I
like.
feel like she's
Oslo.
always
Maybe
been like this.
Oslo,
And then
yeah.
Oslo will like say to Ragnar like, "That's why Floki killed you. That's why your friends are fucking killing each other." Something like that.
Probably.
Horrible.
Wow. Okay, so we saw Paris, and I liked they did a great job of putting us in a totally different world. I
Yeah.
definitely felt like I was in a completely different place.
Although I feel like Princess Gisla was really the only one that had an accent that even sounded
Gisla.
remotely French.
Yeah.
And hers was so much thicker than everybody else's.
Yeah.
The Kings
Clearly
was good,
notable.
so I don't know if it was like. I don't know if she.
I didn't
was
really
a
notice
good
it
way.
in the King. I mean, to me, like it kills me that they even give him accents because they present, yes, they are speaking French or whatever their native tongue.
Yeah, as English.
And
So
then
it's
they
just
go
like,
back,
it's
and then
this-
they go to. You
But
know,
so
the
it helps
English,
to
and it's
differ.
like-
There's so many characters, it just helps to differentiate, you know.
yeah, I guess so.
As a
but
little
at
pers-
this point in time, 3 seasons in,
Yeah.
kinda like,
yeah, it don't matter. Like in Game of Thrones, the accents are all over the place. Like people,
Yeah.
people from Essos speak like they're from like Ireland. People from like I don't know. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Except Dorne, like they kept that consistent. That's like the only thing that kind of they're all brownish.
So what'd you think about the episode, Mickey?
I thought it was fantastic. There's so the world is just getting bigger and bigger, and there's new drama with Quenthrith. We saw Paris. I like the characters there. I'm really a big fan of Count Odo already. I think he's a pretty. I can't wait to see his badassery.
But what is he trying to get with the 16-year-old?
That was weird. That I didn't see that.
Is
coming.
she like 16?
Dude, I don't know, but look at her.
She
She
looks
can't
very
be
young.
Yeah,
But she looks very calculated.
I think she would be like maybe early 20s.
her dad's an idiot.
Yeah, she looks like she
Early
looks like
20s
she knows what
maybe.
she's doing.
Yeah, it seems like she's the one actually running the place.
I could I could see her being the one.
Because like her dad even
princess.
went. Her dad interrupted the meeting, went to talk to her, and she was like, "No, go out there and have a backbone." And then he went out there and had a backbone, and like gave that like big rising speech.
She took off her mask and she showed the people that she was there after just telling her father, who did not take off his mask, that she'd be there for him in his dire hour of need. The people need to think he's in the city, but is he actually in the city? So like she could potentially be a pawn in this too. So until I see his face.
Interesting. Yeah,
well, I mean, they showed him. I mean, like the scene before that, unless he had already escaped.
Well, they had been there for a very long time because of all the shit Floki had built. Oh, yeah. So,
but they weren't. But they weren't under siege. Yeah, I mean, true, and they weren't under siege. So
he could have dipped.
Yeah, true. So,
what was she doing at the end there when she looked
well,
back?
what she had just said.
She was revealing herself to the people because they were attending mass, and she took her mask off, and everybody could see that. Oh, the princess is there. The other person who was wearing the mask that had been the king, like creating that association. So I'm just questioning, like, is the king even in the city?
That would be fucked up. Yeah. That would be fucked up on his part, at least.
Or maybe she's trying to gain like notoriety with the people. So,
yeah,
like,
essentially.
Because if it is true that if she is the princess for Bjorn, then I don't know. I could see her trying
to subjugate a city, and that's one of the things that you need to do.
Go after the brothers or whatever, her uncles, I guess.
It could just be like a business marriage, like it doesn't have to just for allyship. Like it doesn't have to be
because like Torvi, he could actually be falling for Torvi as well.
No, I don't know my history that well, but I don't think they're going to be doing any takeover of France or Paris at all. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Well,
I think they're destined to lose.
But it just seems, I don't remember. It just I feel like I would know if like Vikings made it that far. But maybe I don't. Maybe it's true. But
I think this is not. I think they're gonna lose. I think this is gonna be Floki's humbling, I guess, because he's very high on his "I killed Athelstan" high right now.
And all mushrooms.
And the mushrooms.
What's Ragnar's take on it?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think he is gonna let it happen because I can't read him, dude. Because he would have stepped in if he thought that Floki made a bad call. Because you're right, nobody really came up with a plan. It was just like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. So it's just gonna be a clusterfuck down there. Yeah. And I think if Ragnar really cared, he would have intervened. I really don't think he cares about this win anymore.
It's not even a lesson.
Unless he's had like a secret
I know he's gonna get a lot of people
else.
killed. That's why I'm like, what are you doing, Ragnar? Like I can't read him. I don't know where his headspace is right now. He's very just like there.
Maybe he's lost because he's lost. Maybe he's grieving still.
Yeah, unless this is all just a setup like for another like classic Ragnar plot twist. Like maybe he has some trick up his sleeve, but I don't think so.
Very much so. I don't know.
But those towers looked really interesting.
Those were on point.
The wall towers.
Because I thought he was just out there fucking.
They weren't kidding, man. I remember reading the comments, and they're like in season 3 and season 4, like the scope of the battles is like
immense. Yeah, you're actually starting to get into real war. Sieging, yeah, and you need a lot of people to siege.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I know the title to the next episode, but I won't say this.
I want to know.
What is it?
I mean, we already know they're gonna attack. It's called To the Gates. They already know.
So if we can't go to like Egbert, and like his little speech that he gave to Athelwulf back at the beginning about how I don't have friends, just it's easier that way, and it's like, so where does that leave your son? Where does that leave Athelwulf? Now there is a difference between.
There's a difference between.
It's always
there is a difference.
It's always Needle.
It is always
a little bastard.
Well,
it's
at least
easy.
it's covered.
Precarious.
It is. I'm just gonna hold it. So
I'm just gonna hold the accent.
Yeah, there's a difference between. I'm just gonna hold the accent. Between having a son. Or having a child and having a friend. I do understand that much, but the fact that he's also just fully expressed that he just wants power, and we kind of touched on it at the end, right there. I think Athelwulf gets it. My dad is willing to sacrifice anything to get where he wants to be. So that's kind of.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he even recognized it at the end. Like, that's why he sent me here. He was probably willing to do it. But he used that. He played his cards, like,
properly
in his favor. Because Quenthrith was like, yeah, you're right. I mean, he was willing to sacrifice you. Maybe I should. So I guess he does believe greatly that, I mean, Egbbert's forces can easily overtake Quenthrith's.
But that's really fucked up. Like, how is that going to affect? Because he's the heir to the throne. Like, Egbert wants Bretwalda. But, like, after that, does that work on heirship, or is that something that you just, like, kind of earn or something? Because, like, we talked about it last time where Egbert's headspace is, like, the power dies with me. Like, he really doesn't give a shit about Athelwulf.
Yeah.
So, if I was Athelwulf, I'd recognize that.
Athelwulf.
Athelwulf?
Is it Aethel or Aethel? I don't know. I feel like it's Athelstan.
It's Aethel because it's A-E.
Whatever.
You know they're gonna be like, someone is gonna be like, hey, fuck, I was gonna subscribe.
But if I was him,
you mispronounced Apple.
If I was him, I'd be feeling weird about that because like he is the heir. So like if he's just gonna be sacrificed at every corner for his dad's like whatever, like I mean, what's the point?
Yeah. Because it doesn't look like you're gonna
well,
make
and
it.
then and on top of that, back in the day, holding power, like. You had to produce an heir, and that was not just to secure the power within your family name, but that was also to keep the people calm because they knew that one ruler was going to be there. And this is like, this kind of, I guess, leads into something I was thinking at the beginning when they're walking through Paris and the alarms are going off and everybody's like running to their, just kind of panicking, and you're sitting there thinking, they have an alarm like that. Like, we have it for tornadoes. Think about it.
Isn't that crazy? He's like, oh my god, invaders!
Again!
Fucking Northmen!
And it just really makes me think of, like, the power that's being held and how it's just kind of always being in upheaval and being questioned. But having an heir keeps the people calm. So that really makes me think, is he truly willing to sacrifice his son, for that? Yeah,
I feel like my history could be wrong. And I'm not going to say anything because it doesn't seem like you guys know your history.
At all.
But I think I know what happens. So.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I think she had a moment with the drawn quarter thing.
I feel like it'd be fun watching.
Half of me wants to look up the history, but like
even knowing what
happens.
Like,
it's cool to like
the name of a king.
Watch this in like a Game of Thrones-esque type show, but like talk about real countries, like real cities and stuff.
Shit that like actually happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do know some of the spoilers because back when I started watching the show, I did look some stuff up. So it is kind of still. I mean, it doesn't really ruin anything because it's like interesting to see how it will get there. Like we've had thousands of viewers, guys. It's like spoiler alert.
Thousands? No, we've had hundreds.
Hundreds.
We have hundreds of views on these.
Oh yeah. That's what he was saying.
Can I just say, damn, what was I gonna say? Ragnar and his whole does he know Egbert? He knows Egbert destroyed that village, right?
No, not yet.
No, he does.
Huh?
Remember
that's right. That's right.
So what's his plan? Did he just go right past England? And like go,
yeah,
he went right past Wessex because they were like, how were they even allowed to get this far?
It's just one of those things where he's like, I don't want to deal with this. I can't deal with this.
So he's okay with just making Egbert think that he doesn't even know yet.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like Egbert knew that they were on the move again. Like I don't think he knows.
No, he must have allowed them to. They would have. My geography is wrong. I don't know exactly where Wessex is, but if they're going to Paris.
Remember, their ships can go through rivers too, so they could have just taken some. I don't know how they would have been so good with their, their maps or whatever, or like finding the route, but it didn't seem like Egbert knew that they were on their move to France.
Yeah. He would have made some kind of indication of it, maybe in this episode.
Maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, you also have to think of where it lies, where France lies, because where they left from, they probably just came down around the coastline and was able to get to France that way.
I'm gonna have to look at him now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, because where they were attacking out an island, so they had to go out into open water. Yeah. So this was not too far out of.
And this is France, like back in the day. It could be a totally different looking territory, you know.
Yeah, but and on top of that, you're just looking at they're not going outside of what the Vikings did. They just followed the shoreline, essentially. Yeah.
Damn, dude, this is gonna be awesome. Well, I'm excited for the next episode. It's called To the Gates, and I think a large portion of the episode is gonna be a fucking epic ass battle, dude.
I hope so.
All the Game of Thrones and Viking, out of all like the old medieval kings or throne sitters I've seen, Egbert's throne sitting game is by far the weakest and ugliest.
Well, like you said, it looks like who was it?
Like
you said it.
Physically, how he sits on the throne, he's like this.
But I like that though. I like that because I feel like that Linus Roche has actually like thought about it because he's so like that he
the actor
Linus Roche, whatever. The throne is like his thing. He wants like the biggest level of power, so he's gonna fucking cling on to that shit with his life.
It's a symbol for sure. You know?
Yeah. It's like he's that so
because he understands how people think and what they want and what they respond to, and he's using these archetypes and everything to.
But that's not really a good look.
Well, no, I mean he's not. Like because I didn't interpret it as
like
anxious.
Joffrey had the old like I
want to say one thing that like that you said that's not a good look. I think it's subconscious because when he was like, and we'll tired of 4 horses and rip her apart, and everybody's like, Jesus, like it's kind of a telling subconscious moment. So maybe this is just like he doesn't realize he's kind of doing it type thing.
So a speaking technique. And it's actually, I think the best, you know how cats get big when they're scared? And it's to project a threat and to show dominance.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's kind of what he's doing.
That's what I was interpreting.
So he was just kind of like tense.
Yeah. I don't think... when he's sprawled out from time to time, he's still taking up large amounts of space.
He owns it. That is his.
He was being very threatening there, so
and because that's what I
was. Somebody.
I was not interpreting it as anxious. I was interpreting it as just anger. Eager, but anger more or less of like him gripping that. I didn't see it like, oh shit. I just because he was leaning forward. He wasn't. Cringing backward.
Yeah. I got you.
Well, it
looks ugly.
As despicable as he is
as a person.
He's my favorite character on the show right now.
Sadly,
I didn't like him, and now he's like,
no, I don't
why
like.
Why fucking kissing Judith? Like,
no, I don't.
What's the point of that?
I don't like him. I
guess
at all.
enjoy.
He's the most complex.
Yeah. I think he acts it really well. I think.
Whereas
Ragnar,
I mean, the way they do the storytelling with Ragnar is he is so very in his head. You don't know what he's about to do next, but with Egbert, he's got so many moving pieces. It's kind of like, okay, I can kind of figure out what you're keen in, or what you're getting on and with your head and going on with. Yeah, whatever. What he's thinking.
Nino. One other thing. Lagertha. She has a lot of like eyeliner on. It's like a lot. Yeah. Does she always have that much?
So does Helga. I think that just might have been like the look.
They got more budget, so instead of just one compact, they got like 20.
Have you seen Floki's eyeliner? Like,
that's where it all went.
Just a thing.
If you notice, he's using less this episode, so maybe they were able to use.
Well, no, because he also does the ear thing, like the eagle wings, also.
True.
I feel bad for Floke Doug.
He's about to be humbled.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's gonna end well for him.
I think, I'm excited, guys. We'll talk about it next week. We'll probably be in a new place.
Totally different.
Next
week.
week.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Well, guys, let's say goodbye to the red couch.
Oh god, I gotta stop
Vikings. The last Vikings.
I've noticed that I hail.
You do look.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's a salute. That's a salute.
No, mine looks like a hail.
A hail is from your chest.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. Okay, I'm saluting. Peace.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? They're gonna know where we've moved by then because this is like 4 or 5 episodes ahead.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get
that would hurt.
Peace out.
Yeah,
I do just want to I want to do a raid.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Bye. Sorry.
Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye. I just want.
Paris will be no big deal. as long as our super patrons, Luis, Joe, Abel, David, Toy Soldier, and Amanda, and the rest of our fans and patrons are behind me, nothing will stand in our way. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe.